Breaking news: Justin Jefferson, the electrifying wide receiver for our beloved Minnesota Vikings, has been making waves in NFL trade rumors ahead of the 2024 NFL Draft. In the highly competitive and strategic NFL universe, every standout player becomes the subject of speculation, especially when your contract approaches its renewal period. Justin Jefferson, the talented wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, has emerged as a shining star since entering the league, leaving fans and team officials anxious about what the future holds for him. Recently, a reliable source within the NFL brought to light intriguing information regarding Justin Jefferson's potential trade cost. Speculation surrounding the value Jefferson could command on the open market is creating waves of excitement and nervousness among sports aficionados and team executives. As the Vikings hope to keep their precious gem, potential trades appear increasingly complex and challenging. Justin Jefferson's brilliance on the field is undeniable. Since being drafted by the Vikings, he has established himself as one of the league's most prolific receivers, impressing with his speed, route-running ability, and ability to make spectacular plays. His extraordinary feats have earned him recognition and praise from teammates, opponents, and sports analysts across the country. Picture this. Rumors circulating around the NFL suggest that Jefferson's name has been considered as potential trade bait in mock drafts, with Minnesota eyeing a strategic move to secure their quarterback of the future. However, inside sources reveal that the real cost of acquiring Jefferson would be astronomical, far beyond what any simulated commercial scenario could predict. In a recent bombshell revelation, former Vikings general manager Rick Spielman suggested a jaw-dropping proposal. Group Jefferson with not one, but 2 first-round picks to get the coveted 4th overall pick in the upcoming draft. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. ESPN NFL analyst Bill Barnwell further stirred the pot with a mock draft trade, floating the idea of sending Jefferson and a first-round pick to the New England Patriots in exchange for the 3rd overall pick. Talk about high stakes. But what's all the fuss about, you ask? Well, it all comes down to Jefferson's contractual situation. With the star receiver entering the final year of his rookie contract and set to hit free agency in 2025, he's on track to earn a salary that could make NFL history. Think upwards of $34 million per season. Teams across the league recognize his unparalleled talent and market value. But the price tag associated with acquiring him is sending shockwaves throughout front offices. On a recent episode of the Yahoo Sports podcast Inside Coverage, senior NFL reporter Charles Robinson dropped his own bombshell, shedding light on a conversation he had with a team official about the potential trade market and the cost of acquiring Jefferson. According to Robinson, the demand for Jefferson is unprecedented, with teams clamoring to land the Pro Bowl receiver at any cost. The consensus? It will take a king's ransom to get a seat at the negotiating table. But here's the kicker. With Jefferson poised to reset the market for non-quarterbacks, only a select few teams have the financial firepower and capital mobilization to pull off such a massive deal. And guess what? Our Minnesota Vikings are ready to take advantage of this once-in-a-generation opportunity. So what's next for Jefferson and the Vikings, you ask? Well, that's the million-dollar question. With the NFL landscape changing and the trade winds swirling, anything can happen. But one thing is certain. The future looks brighter than ever for our purple and gold. The Minnesota Vikings are preparing for the 2024 NFL Draft with a loaded roster of wide receivers. But guess what? There is a twist in the story. Despite having a plethora of talent, there is a glaring hole at the WR3 position, and the Vikings are looking for a diamond in the rough. Picture this. KJ Osborne, the former occupant of the WR3 throne, has skipped town for the New England Patriots, leaving behind big shoes to fill. With the draft approaching and free agency buzzing with names like Tyler Boyd and Hunter Renfrow, competition for the coveted WR3 position is heating up. But hold on to your phone because this is where it gets juicy. Rumor has it that the purple and gold have their eye on an undiscovered gem of a small school, none other than Mercer's Tai James. That's right, guys. KPRC2's Aaron Wilson released a bombshell tweet revealing that James has piqued the interest of not only the Vikings, but the Bears and Chiefs as well. Now, you might be wondering who is this Tai James and why is he causing such a stir? Well, let me tell you, this guy could be the robbery of the century. Despite going unnoticed due to his small academic record, James has put up monstrous numbers on the field. With over 2,235 receiving yards and 20 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons alone, he is a force to be reckoned with. But here's the kicker. James isn't the flashy, speedster type of receiver. No, sir. He is a courageous and physical player who likes to outplay his opponents with his football IQ and impeccable running. Sure, he may not have the breakneck speed of some of the other candidates, but what he lacks in athleticism, he more than makes up for in heart and determination. Now, I know what you're thinking, why should we believe the hype? Well, let me remind you of someone named Ivan Pace Jr., the linebacker sensation the Vikings landed as an undrafted free agent last year. Yes, it's right. And if James is anything like Pace, then we could have another heist on our hands. So as we prepare for the NFL draft, keep an eye on Tai James because this guy is about to take the league by storm. With his size, abilities, and untapped potential, he is a diamond in the rough waiting to be discovered. But hey, enough about me. What do you think, Vikings Nation? Are you excited about the prospect of Tai James wearing purple and gold? Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. And hey, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Minnesota Vikings News and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next.